Beirut, and we are in a local fast food store. It's not very fast, but it's a food that comes fairly fast, called the Sizzle. And we're going to try a local beverage. This is almost like Fanta, but not like Fanta, because look, the text is impossible to read. Yeah, so let's see how the test goes. Because I love Fanta, as everyone knows. So let's see if this is as good as Fanta, if it can be a good substitute. Very nice. Well done, David.
Traffic in Beirut can be challenging. As soon as no lights, so you don't know what to cross, no signs, so you don't know which way you're going. But apparently you'll be fine as soon as you have a horn, you can hear. And down here we have some locals swimming, but they refuse to get up and show Larry what kind of swimming wear they're wearing. After a couple of hours in Lebanon, we have seen that it's apparently a mix of civilizations and culture. I mean, some women are there, others are not. We have McDonald's and the mosque. And we have more to discover tonight.
So it's Friday night in Beirut, and we have made our way to the famous restaurant Le Chef. As you can see, that's the name, that's the sign, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It is very simple, very humble, but it's very authentic. And this is the #1 choice for the local people in Beirut. And now we're going to join them and see what the fuss is all about. So Larry, what are we eating?
I can't remember the name, but this is apparently the main king dish with peanut soup, onions, rice, chicken and meat, and some dry bread you have to crack on it.
Interesting. And what am I having?
I have no idea.
I'm having a kind of a kebab. Looks very tasty. And of course, a local wine. Cameras rolling. Let's see something.
What are you doing?
Tell us, what are we doing?
Is it on? Here we are, so going clubbing in Beirut. We have nice dinner, local food. Very busy, very nice, very trendy area. A lot of nice cocktails. Cheers to that. Standing in the middle of the oldest part of Beirut, where the bone house of Madonna has just been excavated. Apparently it's been rated to 2000 before Christ, but I think she still looks good.
So we're now traveling to the caves, the famous caves. You can look around and see how amazing the scenery is here. And we'll be back in a couple of seconds with the actual caves.
We're now standing in Paris, the antique city built by the Romans 2000 years before Christ. We're doing hypnotized by the be able to look from inside, and probably more after the visit. left Byblos and we're now in Juni, smoking a hookah, this water pipe, with our friend Bashir and Zina. Zina would like to tell a little to the camera.
Hello, nice to meet you guys. And we're here in Provincial Cafe having shisha, mango shisha, and I think the guys really like it, but needs some getting used to.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for the food to arrive, and that's it.
That's what you had for now. Thank you.
So we enjoyed the last night in Beirut, and we are spending it with some locals.
Good morning, it's the morning of Sunday, well midday actually, and we are in a taxi on our way to Damascus. We're actually leaving Beirut behind us. We are traveling with a member of the Lebanese army. It's reassuring, and we have a very nice taxi driver. We have about 1 hour ahead of us before we reach our final destination, which is going to be very interesting. And meanwhile, we're enjoying the scenery. As you can see, a lot of unspoiled nature. So we'll be back when we arrive in Damascus. Thank you. Larry, have you found anything you fancy for lunch?
I'm okay now, thank you. Road trips drive us to Damascus, the oldest city on earth. We're now staying in the gates of the old town and we're ready to discover this.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're now inside the old city. See behind us, we have hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds of meters of shops, restaurants and cafes. So we're going to find out if we can get ourselves a nice cafe and a nice local cup of tea. Hi, how are you? How are you?
Bonjour. Oui, monsieur. Merci. It's prayer time in Damascus. We're now in a restaurant which is set in a house, one of the oldest of Damascus. Very futuristic. And we are about to have a shisha. And I think we're getting hooked actually, which is quite dangerous.
Okay, I think I might have lost Larry completely. He is enjoying the shisha. And they said something about hashish. So we have just been enjoying an hour of a men-only spa here in the city. It's actually the oldest men-only spa in the entire world, if you believe it or not. It's been running for over 700 years. So if you might want to have a look around, this is the communal area before you kind of get changed and get ready to the scrub, to the steam room and everything. And it was really nice. After a long day, this is the perfect way to end it.
This spa very, very old.
How old?
950 years old. This spa, I think, very famous and one.
What's your name? Good morning, second day in Damascus. We rushed this morning to the National Museum. Very interesting. We spent like 10 minutes there because it's full with old people, groups from all over Europe. It's disgusting, really. They have no idea what they're looking at, and they all look stupid. And that really gets on my nerves. So now we're walking to the modern town to have a look around, see if we can find some art gallery that's definitely worth it, more than all this old crap.
You might remember that we were complaining about the traffic situation in Beirut a few days ago, but that was before we had seen Damascus. I'm now surrounded by about 1 million cars, buses, taxis, people, well, you name it, and everything's happening right here. This is a normal intersection, and you can see it's chaos. No one's moving, no one is walking or crossing safely on these streets. We have just discovered the Syrian answer to the iPad. It's obviously the Quran. You can get in this handy size. I'd say it measures about 80 by 80 centimeters. You have this one, slightly with sound as well. And now you have this one, it's a bit more high-tech. Again, you'll see all these buttons, so you can easily access each chapter very quickly, which is fantastic. Well done, Syria. Yes, so we are losing ourselves in these alleyways of Damascus. As you can see, they go on forever and ever and ever, and there's no really an end to this beauty of construction and history, all in one place. So join us for more adventures.
Hey there, we are on our way to Mount Cassio to spot the city sunset of the city in Damascus. We want to see all the mosques turn green as the sun set down. Hopefully the taxi driver understood what we said and he's going to wait for us over there. Otherwise we'll be stuck in the mountain for the night. Should we do a movie then?
I'm doing one now. Do you want to say something?
So we made it. We're standing up Damascus with a nice taxi driver. You can say hello in a minute. Its review is very impressive, and now we're waiting for the sun to set so we can see all the mosques light up. Due to my rusty Arabic, I misunderstood. I thought the mosque would light up at 6, but it actually light up at 7. It's now 6 o'clock. We can't really wait here for an hour to do nothing, and so we're heading back to the Four Seasons now for a drink.
Where's the Four Seasons?
There. In desperate need of a green light, we went to the Four Seasons and have some mint mojito. So that's apparently all the green we're going to have tonight. It's a very nice place. We haven't decided yet if we're going to the restaurant or not, because the restaurant is basically twice the trip from here to Beirut. So drama. We were out this morning in Amman and rented a nice car which broke down like 10 meters after we took it.
This is the end of everything. I better start running. Well, I better.
We have this car now, like a break, and we're driving to Mont Nebo, or actually are we on Mont Nebo? We haven't still figured it out. Behind me, Jordanian, camera, Jordanian, and we're trying to find the tomb of Moses, or any remains of it.
Okay guys, so we have landed safely in this new home country of ours, and we have made our way down from the mountain, and now we are by the Red Sea, as you can see just in front of us here.
Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea, yeah, Red Sea, Dead Sea, very similar.
It's blue anyway.
Yeah, and it's not really a sea, it's actually a lake. So I kind of, Larry, what's the edge?
Sea.
He's about to fall over the edge. You can look down and see the edge. It's not very sort of accessible.
Minus 40.
And it's really cold as well, which you
We're minus 40,
we will appreciate.
400 meters.
We'll appreciate that, especially because it's so bloody hot. If you look up, there's no mountain, there's no clouds, anything. And yeah, by the way, we are 400 meters below sea level, and there are flies absolutely everywhere. I can't wait to get back to the hotel and get some sun or mosquito repellent on. But before that, we're going to stop at the Mövenpick and have some coffee and ice cream.
Drama. We've been riding for 2 hours along the Dead Sea, which is only 30 meters long. Don't ask. We're close to the Mövenpick. We're actually at the Marriott, which is a 5-star hotel, so private joke. And here we are. So let's see if it works.
You sex thing.
What do you look like underwater? So I've decided to try the local speciality, which is mud. Apparently it's going to make you 10 years younger, which is slightly worrying.
But she did it on her face then.
Ooh,
and your brain as well.
Ooh. Yeah, it's really working. I can feel it now. I'm already transforming back into my other team.
Hey guys, you can't see me, and that's normal because we are in the Eco Lodge where there's no electricity apart from the toilets. What an adventure since we left the Dead Sea. We were earlier, like 3 hours ago, we were in the 5-star hotel. Yes, sir. And we're now in the middle of nowhere with no one but French tourist bastards. And we just had dinner after 30 minutes ride on the road that looked deserted. And that's it.
What about getting lost?
Oh yeah, that's part of the 2-hour trip. I mean, we didn't know where to go, and there was no indication because Chris doesn't speak a word of Arabic, and
no one understands Larry's Arabic,
and no one understands my Arabic, so that didn't help very much. But we're here anyway, so we made it.
Larry wasn't prepared to start crying. He wanted to go back to the airport, but I said let's keep going. And ultimately, Google Maps saved us.
Google Maps saved us, yeah, it's true. Thank you, Google. You can rule the world. Hey guys, still no light, means we're still in the Eco Lodge. We just had dinner, quite spicy, but I guess that's good for the germs. And here's the room. Very simple. I mean, it's the wall made with camel shit and mud. You can't touch it.
It doesn't smell like camel shit.
Yeah, okay, well, it doesn't smell like camel shit, but it looks like it. We have no tea, no aircon. That means we won't be able to watch Miami CSI tonight. Very unfortunate. And we have no idea what the view looks like because there's no light outside either. Ta-da! And the good thing is that at the bed, we're sure there's no snake underneath because it's also made of shit.
What's this button? I think that's air conditioning.
I'm very disappointed. As well.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, guys. It's a little after 7 in the natural reserve of Dana. We're waiting for the sun to rise and we have an amazing view. I'm not talking about Chris, but about the desert surrounding us. We had a night in the Eco Lodge. What else? Probably this is the last video we're gonna make because the battery is definitely running low. It was a pleasure traveling with you around. The trip is not over yet because we're aiming to Petra today. And we actually have to sleep in the desert in 2 days, so very excited about that. If we can't talk to you again anymore, that's all, folks.
The show must go on. The show must go on, yeah.
Drama. Chris is driving up the hills to Tafila, which is I don't know what it is.
The village.
We don't know what to expect anymore. We had a little drama with the tire pressure, but we stopped in a garage. Welcome, most welcome. And on the right you can see a puddle, which is actually the Dead Sea, or what remains of it. And the desert's going on and on about again and again, as far as you can see. This is
petrol as well, so we better make it all the way.
Drama.
Attention! No problem.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome in my humble home. We've been walking around Petra. Not too hot, it's okay, it's only 45 degrees. A lot of tourists. Every language is spoken here. The site is amazing. It's been there like 2000 before Christ, so you can imagine how old it is. Nearly as old as my grandma. Chris is a little disappointed because there's no McDonald's or Starbucks. But hey, it'll be here next week. Hello guys, we're still enjoying Petra, not the archaeological site. Don't give a shit. We prefer staying by the swimming pool in Movenpick, stuffing our face with ice creams and burgers and fries. Well, you know us by now. Half an hour and we'll be heading to Wadi Rum Desert and sleep in the desert on a tent with no luxury, so we're still enjoying this.
Hi there, this is Chris again, reporting live from Ladder and Chris Travel TV. We've now arrived at the Bedouin camp where we'll be spending 2 days, 2 nights, 2 days. This is our famous hut. Please join me and have a look around. It's a 5-star. We have a bed, 2 beds indeed, some blankets, so we'll be keeping warm. Apparently it can get up to minus 10, 20 degrees in the summertime during the night. But please have a look around and just take in this amazing, breathtaking scenery. I don't know about you, but I've never seen anything quite like it. And if it's light enough in an hour or so, we'll even show you us having dinner with the locals, so we'll be back for that.
Hey guys, first night in the Wadi Rum. We actually sleep outside with the Bedouins. Very exciting if they don't kill us. Because the moonlight is amazing and you can see the stars, obviously not with the camera but with our own eyes. So I hope we get the I don't know how to say that. It will make you want to come here because it's an amazing trip. Anyway.
But I'm a bit worried about the ants. We've seen some giant ants tonight. So
obviously he's not worried about camels and the snakes and the scorpions, but the ants really worries him.
Yeah, they're too small, you can't control them.
So
okay.
We'll see you face tomorrow morning.
Okay, good night. You can...
Good morning, it's camel ride in the Wadi Rum. We feel like Lawrence of Arabia. Going alright so far. Nasa is our guide.
Yes,
hello.
Hello.
And yeah, it's still very cool because it's still early, so we'll see what we look like later in the afternoon.
Hey guys, so we have stopped for lunch. As you can see, the camels are relaxing, getting the first proper break for the day after a good 2-3 hour in the hot desert. And we're having tuna with local tomato and local cucumber and some mini cake and golden roll cake.
And again, we're still in the desert. We're now playing some Monopoly, local Monopoly, with the camera ship.
Okay.
Stones, and we don't know the rules yet, but I'm sure it's going to be very fun. And we are having a cup of tea. Kick? Yeah. Yes. Top. Top. Yalla. Go there, huh? Okay.
Good morning. It's the morning of the last day here in the desert. We enjoyed another amazing starlit night, and it's a bit sad actually to leave this desert. I in particular have enjoyed the camel rides. Larry on the other side has been complaining about soreness on his thighs, but you know, that's amateur stuff, and as a proper adventure I know that, you know,
Bastard.
these are the things you have to learn to overcome. So we're now looking at an arch, which is just over here, which is not very impressive or very special, but it's a destination as good as any in the desert. You know, anything for a good excuse. The next stop this morning is the sand dunes located over there. It takes about half an hour to climb, so that's going to be quite exciting. Larry's going to enjoy getting off the camel and doing some hiking, which he's been looking forward to. After that, we're visiting Lawrence of Arabia's former house, the actual house. We're going to see if it's actually fabricated and made up by the local tourism board, or if it's actually the authentic real thing. And then after that, we're going to have lunch. We're going to try to talk our guide into not sleeping for an hour and a half, so we can move quickly into the village where we have the car waiting for us to take us to Amman.
As you understood by the wars, we have left the desert, and I'm very sad about this because it means that holidays are coming to the end. I actually have decided to come back here next week. Bought a couple of camels, a couple of wipes as well, well, can be handy for the food, and set up in the desert. I will be the second Lawrence of Arabia.
Stopping for a pee break because Larry, well, he can't just hold it in these days. I think it's age that's getting to him.
Yeah, you should talk about your time here.
Right. That is so not true.
You've been traveling around the desert for 2 days.
That is so not true.
5 bloody hours from bloody Wadi Rum desert to bloody Amman. I can't feel my ass, and not because of the camel, but because of the car. Air conditioning in my ass, and it was traffic jam. I hated it. And then I would try to call the hotel, and I said, "Oh, sorry, sir, can you speak up? Speak up my ass!" We were just like on the road. Here again, yeah, it's like First Street on the right. Yeah, sure. I know it's First Street on the left. What the fuck? But
how many people did we ask for directions?
How many people are in Amman? Well, anyway, we just arrived, make a wee-wee, and we're about to treat ourselves with Burger King and a shisha.
It's the last day of our trip in Jordan, and indeed the last day of our entire trip to the Middle East. It's Sunday afternoon. We spent the whole day at the ancient site of Jerash, which is one of the world's most well-preserved Roman ruins. In particular, I would recommend people to check out Hadrian's Gate when they get a chance to come here. Very impressive. We still have a few hours to kill in Jordan before we head off to the airport. We're therefore going to visit New Jerash, which is not as pretty, but it's less of a ruin. And we are going to find toilets for Larry.
No, bastard! Liar!
So see you later.
You're so full of crap. Here we are, Amman Airport. We made it thanks to the amazing driving skills of the Middle East people, because Chris was just a menace. But anyway, 10 very busy days, but very lot of fun, amazing sights, and yeah, good holidays, not too expensive, that's good too. Well, I had to sell my body a couple of times, but
It wasn't expensive because I paid for most of the things, right?
that's also true. And Chris had to sell his body as well for a couple of times.
Anything for you.
That's another story. I guess that's friendship, right? About 5 hours to spend sitting here, very boring. Yep, that's it. That's it.
Like Larry said, we're in the airport, and I also want to say my goodbyes and thank yous for taking the time to watch this little clip about our 10 days traveling through the Middle East. I can recommend anyone to try to follow in our path, in our footsteps, to see this region for yourselves. It can't really be captured in words and in videos or pictures. It has to be experienced, the people, the landscapes, the views, and the contrasts. So, thanks again.
This is the end of happiness. This is the end